Hello. Today we're going to be talking about unit rate. Please listen to the description by clicking on the microphone. You'll need to hold it down twice.
Unit rates are a type of rate in which the second quantity is 1 unit. $2.75 for 1 gallon of milk is an example of a unit rate. To find the unit rate, divide. Make sure you remember your units.
Okay, so think about what Miss Kemper said and look at your picture and what do you notice and what do you wonder? There's not correct or incorrect answers here. This is what do you notice and what do you wonder? Please write your thoughts down. Here we're going to calculate the unit price for each item. Here you have bread, and we bought 6 loaves for $4. So our unit rate is how much is 1 loaf going to cost? We are going to divide 4 by 6, because if we set this up proportionally, we want to know how much 1 loaf of bread, the 6 represents our loaf of bread, so how much would 1 loaf of bread cost? So we're finding out for the 1 unit. 4 divided by 6. We need to add our decimal and bring it up. 6 will go into 46 times. 6 times 6 is 36. Subtract 40 minus 36, you get 4. Bring down your 0. 6 will go into 40 again, and you should be seeing a pattern. You would round this to the nearest cent, and 1 loaf of bread would be 67 cents per loaf of bread. Up. So that would be per loaf. Now we're going to be solving for bottles of water. 4 bottles of water for $3. So we are going to divide the money. I know I'm going to need to go ahead. I'm going to set it up. This would be 3 divided by 4, right? Y'all know what 3/4 is equal to as a decimal. So think about that when we're solving this, okay? $3 divided by 4. 4 will go into 30 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. You subtract, you get 2, you bring down your 0. 4 will go into 25 times. So each bottle of water, 1 unit, costs 75 cents per bottle of water. But think about what you know, because many of you would be like, yeah, 3/4, okay, of $3 is going to be 75 cents. How much for each bag of candy? You get 2 bags of candy for $1.50. $1.50 divided by 2. And again, many of you might know what 150 divided by 2 is. So 1 bag of candy is 75 cents. Per bag. That per unit 1. Now you have word problems. Think about y'all that have traveled before. David is driving 240 miles to Dallas. If the trip takes him 4.5 hours while he's driving, how fast did he drive? So here we're figuring out how much per hour. So if I did, here's miles to hours. Here's my miles. Here's my hours. We want to know how much per 1 hour. The denominator is our hour per 1. We're solving for how many miles in 1 hour. So we don't need to, since it's 1 unit, we're simply going to divide 240 by 4.5. Remember, when you have a decimal in your dividend, or in your divisor, you move it over, add the decimal, make sure you have a 0 for the placeholder, and bring your decimal up. Okay, 45 will go into 240. How many times? 5. 45 times 5. Got 225. If I subtract that, I'm going to get 15 and bring down my 0. 45 is close to 50. 3 groups of 50 would be 150. So I'm going to say 3. Oh, I didn't move my decimal over. I knew this wasn't going to be reasonable. I just brought my decimal up without moving it over. There you go. That would be 45 times 3 is 135. You subtract again, we have 15, and there's going to be a repeating pattern here. Okay, so the question says, how many miles will he be able to go per hour? He will go 53.5 miles per hour. A skydiver falls 144 feet in 3 seconds. How far will he fall per second? So these are his feet. This is seconds. 144 feet to 3 seconds. So now we know we're going to divide 144 by 3. And I know that 4 plus 4 plus 1, if you add 144, the digits together, it equals 9. So this will go in evenly. So 48 feet per second. And you need to make sure you unit to unit. Sometimes they're going to mix you up and say if it's inches to feet, you have to have the same units when you are comparing. A pump moves 42 gallons, so the gallons is on top, in 7 minutes. Find the unit rate. 42 divided by 7 would be 6 gallons per minute. Our last question. Hometown Bakery sells cupcakes by the dozen. Dozen is equal to 12 for $14.75. Local bakery sells cupcakes in packs of 3 for $4.45. So we are going to say $4.45 divided by 3 and 14.75 divided by 12. Better deal. Which one has the better deal? We're going to have to solve for better deal means the least expensive. So let's divide $4.45 by 3. $12, $25, 3 will go into 25, 8 times. So $1.48 roughly. We rounded to the nearest hundreds. Okay. I'm going to change colors because I want y'all to be able to see it. I'm going to come over here and do it right here. 1475 divided by 12. 27, that would be 2. Okay, right now, to answer the question, I already know this is going to be $1.20 something. So if it's an open-ended question that says which one's the better deal, we know that Hometown Bakery is a better deal. I am going to finish. That would be 35. So 2 times would be 24. Okay, so $1.22. So which one is a better deal? It would be Hometown Bakery is less expensive. Hometown Bakery. Excellent, thank you.